Most consumers, after a major financial blow, are left wondering what to do next. Meet Jim and Pam Johnson. They had all of their debts discharged in a bankruptcy 3 years ago, when the paper company they worked for was shut down. After their discharge, Jim and Pam swore off credit cards forever, vowing never to get another credit card again. Jim explains.
You know what, we went through all this drama with these credit cards. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is not for me. Credit cards is not the way to go for me.
This decision would create unexpected consequences in their future. We'll get to that in a minute. Since their bankruptcy, the Johnsons have paid everything on time, including the rent, utilities, and their car payment. The Johnsons have also been saving up to buy their first home. When the Johnsons found their dream home, they went to their mortgage broker. Their mortgage broker gave Jim and Pam some troubling news. It appears that despite their hard work and on-time payments, Jim and Pam's credit never got off the ground after their bankruptcy. Jim's credit report didn't show any new credit. Jim.
Yes, well, I saw that my credit was basically the same, and right after I filed my bankruptcy, she showed me that since I never filed for any credit cards or anything, it was virtually almost the same as after I finished my bankruptcy.
Remember when Jim and Pam swore off credit cards forever? They didn't know that to rebuild credit, they would need to get a variety of new credit accounts. They would also need to know which type of credit accounts to get, how to use them, and manage them to protect their credit. Now, the car payments were made on time and continue to be made on time, but the car was only in Pam's name, so she was the only one benefiting from those on-time payments. And despite those on-time payments, Pam's credit score was even lower than Jim's. Pam was unaware that 2 of her discharge debts had reappeared on her credit report as past due and with a balance. These 2 debts had had a devastating impact on Pam's credit score. Pam began to investigate.
At first, I didn't recognize the debts at all. I didn't recognize the names of the debt collectors on my credit report, but the balances looked a little familiar to the debts that were in my bankruptcy. The first debt was for $2,800, and the second debt was for $900.
The Johnsons' mortgage broker told them that they had to resolve these outstanding debts before the bank would work with them to buy their dream home. Pam got to work and discovered that these debts had been sold after her bankruptcy to debt buyers. Now I have to stop here and tell you that the sale of these debts after Pam's bankruptcy was illegal and a violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Pam called the first debt buyer and explained.
I told him that I didn't owe this debt and that it was discharged in my bankruptcy. If he didn't take it off my credit report, I wouldn't be able to buy my home. The debt buyer told me that he didn't know about any bankruptcy, but if I sent him $700 that day, he will take the entire $2,800 debt off my credit report.
Again, this offer and attempt to collect on a discharged debt was a violation of several federal rules. It is absolutely illegal. When Pam contacts the second debt buyer, she gets a similar discounted offer to settle the debt right away. Jim and Pam were unaware that what these debt buyers were doing was illegal. Given their situation, how long they had worked to pay everything on time, and save up a down payment for their home, what do you think Jim and Pam ultimately did? Did they, A, hire an attorney to fight these debt buyers? Or did they pay the settlement offers to make this problem go away as quickly as possible? Pam.
We felt helpless. Here we are doing everything right, and these 2 debts were standing in the way of us getting our new home. We paid the settlement, and the debts were taken off my credit report.
This happens every day in America. Millions of unsuspecting Americans fall victim to the unlawful actions of third-party debt buyers. And this problem? It's not going away anytime soon. Debt collection in the United States alone is a multi-billion-dollar industry. In life, we do the best we can with the tools we have. Jim and Pam thought after their bankruptcy discharge, their fresh start was automatic. They were unaware that after the discharge, is when the real work begins. In this fast-paced world of information and technology, your credit score is more important than ever before. If you want to win in the credit game, you have to know the rules of the credit game. As Pam found out, it wasn't enough to make her payments on time. She also had to monitor her credit report regularly. And if any old debt reappeared on her credit report, she would have to protect her discharge. She'd have to dispute the debt with a detailed letter to all 3 credit reporting bureaus, send certified mail and return receipt, and keep organized copies for her records. To the average person working 2 or even just 1 job, protecting their discharge can feel nearly impossible. At Money Sharp, we've helped more than 30,000 bankruptcy students complete their financial education requirements. Through our experiences with these clients, we've discovered a gap between our clients' bankruptcy discharge and their true fresh start. We have dedicated hundreds of hours developing and fine-tuning the most extensive financial coaching program to follow any financial disaster, such as a bankruptcy. Most consumers, after a major financial blow, are left wondering what to do next. At Money Sharp, we have developed the Next Step coaching program. This coaching program is designed to walk you step by step over the next 18 months and guide you toward making the best and timely financial decisions for your specific situation. You want to know how to have the right credit mix, have the proper utilization rate on your credit cards. You want to have perfect timing when applying for new credit. You want to make paying for your house and car effortless. You want to know how to apply for the right types of credit. You want to manage your money so your savings come automatically. You want to know your rights, protect your discharge, and avoid falling prey to debt buyers like Jim and Pam. You want to take the right steps so you build a solid financial foundation and ultimately build an unbreakable credit history. A solid financial foundation is built over time with great care. True financial success cannot be achieved overnight or by attempting to trick or mislead the credit bureaus. This coaching program will give you the foundation you need to have a long-lasting financial future. We know disputing debts to debt buyers and credit reporting bureaus can be time-consuming and overwhelming, but it is an essential component to your financial success. After all, a proper dispute will help you preserve your credit. A proper dispute can save you thousands over a lifetime of unnecessarily high interest rates. A proper dispute will stop your creditors dead in their tracks. A properly documented dispute could net you a payout from your creditors. That's right, money in your pocket, if documented properly. At Money Sharp, we've also developed a state-of-the-art system using multiple technologies which allow us to efficiently monitor and protect your discharge for you. We are fully equipped to help you protect your discharge and document every step of the process. Contact Money Sharp today to learn more about our financial coaching and discharge protection programs. You have a golden opportunity before you, an opportunity most Americans will never have. You have the chance to start over and rebuild your financial life from the ground up, avoiding mistakes and traps from your past, and taking the best steps in the right order to build the strongest financial foundation possible for your future. What's your financial future worth to you? Contact Money Sharp today.